want to end on a personal note. My birthday was in September 11th to be accurate. Imagine, I'm already 57. Well, the 7's right. Yeah, I was born on 9/11. I got there first. I say that a lot. One of my kids, too. Well, he's not so much a kid. He turned 46 on 9/11 last year. For the first few years, when people heard that my birthday is on 9/11, the date of the worst terrorist attack the United States has ever experienced, they tissed in sympathy and said things like, "What a shame you can't celebrate your birthday anymore." But that started petering out after a few years. 9/11 receded in memory, or it was just history. For example, except for the one that just got married, all of my grandchildren were born after 9/11, and that one was a baby. Several of them had never heard of the attack on 9/11. They do have a pretty good excuse. They're 7,000 miles away from New York, of course. But it's a common reaction now. 9/11 is just another date in history. If we want to teach or learn about it, first we have to explain what happened. All the more so when it comes to the Holocaust. For me and my generation, it's real. My parents were Holocaust survivors. Some of you knew them. I grew up with the Holocaust, but even my children knew of it from a distance. When my son was 16, he asked me permission to go on a school mission to Poland to see the death camps and to learn about the Holocaust. I was livid. No son of mine is ever going to set foot in that graveyard of the Jewish people, I declared. Then we discussed it, and he persuaded me that for his generation, it's important. My son just turned 49. His oldest daughter, as you already know, just got married. So when I see polls show that 20% of American youth don't even know the basic facts about the Holocaust, I say that's pretty good. Only 20%? Considering how long ago it was, why are we surprised? So it all starts from the beginning, teaching what the Holocaust was, who was targeted, and why. Likewise about Israel. It's no surprise to me the youngsters over here can swallow the story that Israelis are colonizers from Europe. Have we taken care to teach them that Jews have lived in the land of Israel continuously for 3,000 years? That when you do archaeology in Israel, you dig up ancient artifacts inscribed in Hebrew? If you dig up something up in America that's only 300 years old, it's not going to come out in English. Even in England, you can dig up an artifact that's more than 2,000 years old in Israel, and my youngest grandkid can read what's written on it. We've been there that long. They won't know unless we teach them. And not only Jewish youth who need to know this stuff backwards and forwards, especially non-Jewish youth. Do we expect black youngsters to know that Jewish leaders marched alongside Martin Luther King for civil rights? That was 60 years ago. So it's not enough for us to complain to each other on anti-social media. We have to reach outside our circles and educate. I'll leave that there as a challenge for all of us. Thank you again.